building a stronger, more independent defense for Europe with a more effective industrial base, strengthening Europe's borders with a new online screening system for travelers, summing up Bulgaria's rotating EU presidency this year on the economy, migration, and other issues, and a mobility package aimed at boosting safety and cutting cost as well as pollution. Hello and welcome to our roundup of the European Parliament's latest plenary session here in Strasbourg. We begin with a plan to make Europe's defense industries and in turn its armies stronger and more cost-effective. Parliament approved a Commission proposal for a European Defence Industrial Development Programme to get started next January. With €500 million for 2019-2020 redirected from the existing EU budget, the programme will encourage research and acquisition to create European consortiums with common standards. The EPP Group's Françoise Grossetête wrote Parliament's report on the legislation that calls for greater capacity and cooperation.
Après 2020, le programme, je l'espère, va s'amplifier. Il est prévu 13 milliards d'euros permettant d'assurer aussi bien la recherche que, bien sûr, les capacités de l'Union européenne dans le domaine de l'armement. C'est d'avoir les meilleures technologies possibles, les plus pointues possibles, pouvant rivaliser avec les technologies chinoises ou américaines pour assurer cette protection des citoyens.
The report says overall EU defense spending is falling, while there's duplication of weapons and a lack of interoperability. It says that considering the current state of world affairs, it's high time that the European Union step up its game on defense. Next, building a line of defense along Europe's borders. Parliament gave the green light for an EU-wide database to help screen travelers. It's called the European Travel Information and Authorization System, or ETIAS. It will allow authorities to check the documents of visa-free foreign travelers. The EPP Group's Kinga Gal authored the Parliament report on what's part of Europe's smart borders system.
If a person coming from a visa-free country could constitute a risk for terrorism, illegal migration, or high epidemic risks, we will be aware who is entering the European Union, who stays in the European Union. It's a very fast procedure done on an application and on the internet, on a mobile phone, where in 99% in few minutes they will get an answer.
It's been a rough 6 months for the EU, with a populist resurgence and the mainstream tackling migration and other issues. The Bulgarians held the EU rotating presidency, and Parliament took stock of their work. Balancing all the interests of the EU 28 has never been easy. Now add migration, Brexit, and a looming trade war with the United States. They've dominated Bulgaria's EU rotating presidency that ended last month. European Commission President Jean-Claude Juncker commended Bulgarian Prime Minister Boyko Borisov and his government for their help.
You have built bridges, you have brought people together, and in the more specific areas, you have delivered. Cela est vrai pour tout ce qui a été fait en relation avec l'Union économique et monétaire. Cela est vrai pour ce qui est de la modernisation des règles en matière de télécommunications. Cela est vrai pour tout ce qui concerne l'Europe numérique, l'Europe digitale.
EPP Group Chairman Manfred Weber also thanked Bulgaria for its initiatives on migration. The latest European summit concluded with a call to reinforce the EU's borders to further stem illegal migration.
Das Schutz Europas, die Grenzen zu sichern, mit Entschiedenheit die Grenzen zu sichern und Humanität zusammenpassen, haben Sie bewiesen. Wir haben das Resettlement abgeschlossen in Ihrer Präsidentschaft, ein Paket, das deutlich macht, dass Europa weiter offen ist für Menschen, die wirklich in Not sind. Und auf der anderen Seite zeigen Sie an der Außengrenze, wie wir Europa wirklich humanitär schützen und ordentlich beschützen können.
Finally, a mobility package that sets new rules for the road transport sector. Among them, adjusting taxation to encourage fuel efficiency and making sure drivers get enough rest. The mobility package of measures, though supported by the EPP Group, was referred back to the Transport Committee for further consideration. Deirdre Clune is the EPP Group's rapporteur of the legislation to regulate taxes on heavy goods vehicles, giving member states more flexibility.
This proposal would allow member states to reduce that taxation in order to accommodate distance-based charging and to avoid double charging, double taxation on vehicles. This is absolutely for smaller businesses who depend on getting their goods to market by road.
And there's an environmental angle to distance-based charging.
It charges for the time you spend using roads. Therefore, the idea is that it will reflect the environmental cost of your travel, the environmental impact of your travel.
Also part of the mobility package, Wim van de Kamp of the EPP Group authored a report for rules on driving times, minimum breaks and rest periods.
Als je over EU-transportbeleid spreekt, dan spreek je over het toonbeeld van de interne markt. Wij willen als Europees Parlement een vrij verkeer van goederen en personen, zonder al te veel administratieve overlast. Maar wij willen ook een sociaal beleid. En een sociaal beleid wat de chauffeurs in ieder geval ondersteunt en helpt.
That's all for now from this Strasbourg session. Find out more about the activities of the largest political force in Parliament by checking eppgroup.eu. Thanks for watching.